Okay, young lady, thanks for coming in today. I want you to, if you can, tell us a little bit about how you were before you started nutrition response testing and how your experience with that program has been for you.
Well, a few years ago, I realized that I was starting to feel absolutely horrible. It got to a point where I was sleeping probably 15 plus hours a day, and I started experiencing pain in the joints in my body. And that progressed to days where my joints would lock up. I couldn't move my jaw, or I couldn't lift my arm. My hips were in so much pain, and I had a lack of energy. And so I went to my regular doctor, and that started about a year and a half of testing, every test you can imagine happening. They sent me to so many different specialists around our state, and they tried therapy, they tried prescription medications. They could never find a cause for any of my issues. All the tests came back negative. They told me I was fine. Everybody told me I was fine. And finally it got to a point where they wanted to send me to get some psychological analysis because they felt that this was in my mind, in my head. You know, I couldn't possibly be feeling that much pain and not a reason for that, them not finding a reason for that. They also suggested I go to Cleveland Clinic or Mass Gen in Boston because I needed more technology, more doctors with the newest medications they could give me. And kind of as a last resort, a friend suggested that I come to Dr. Porter. They told me that his methods were unorthodox, but they knew that he could help me, and I thought, well, what do I have to lose? So I decided to come, and the first visit when I came here, the one thing that kept me coming back, the one thing that stuck in my mind is when he did all this testing on me, he looked at me and he told me that I was a very sick lady, but he told me it was not in my head. He told me, I believe you. I know that you're hurting. I know something is wrong. And that opened up a whole new world for me. I felt like, oh my gosh, someone understands me. He's going to help me. And from that time on, he put me on a special eating plan to kind of help what was going on with my body. He tested my body. He gave me supplements. He began to work with what my body was telling him. And I thought it was strange, but I will tell you that it works. After about a month of seeing him, my energy started coming back. After about 2 months, I started feeling like I didn't have to nap ever, and I was able to get up and get dressed and function like a normal adult. And I feel wonderful now. I went from sleeping, again, over 15 hours a day and being in pain every day to now maybe every 2 weeks I have a bad day and can't really get up and kind of mope around. But the other days I am up, I'm doing things, and I know it's a process, and I know I still have a ways to go, but I feel like a different person.
Sounds like the last resort is actually helping. Isn't that funny how that works sometimes?
Yes. I think you need to make it your first resort because it's different, but different doesn't mean bad, different doesn't mean wrong, and in this case, different was exactly what I needed.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.